Hard Mark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake.
You do not pee in the pool. You do not pee
on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
Welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast, everybody. Rumpus Time has begun. My name is Eric Donaldson. The purpose of Rumpus Time is to explore the mind of the weird and wonderful star of our program. He is the man of 54,097 compliments, the soul skater, the maitre d' of mat drama, the Tampa Bay topsider, the living painting, the talent. He's the grill guy in the group. He is Flying Ryan Murphy. Ryan, how are you today, sir?
I'm pretty good, and just wanted to mention, throw out since, 54,000 compliments. Have you seen the Mariners' winning streak?
Yes, and that was, I didn't actually make a note about it because I don't care that much, but yes, I've been keeping loose tabs of the Mariners' comings and goings, I guess.
Good.
So this will be airing on August 25th. So, I mean, even by the time people hear this, I mean, who knows, if they'll be first in the division, that sort of thing. Hard to say.
When I checked a couple of games ago, they were still 10 games back, which kind of fucked up.
Right, sure.
That's a tough. 10 games is a tough mountain to climb, but they were probably way further back. I know they were under 500 for a while, and this has pulled them way out of 500 or over 500. So I thought I'd throw it out there as a mention. I'll probably have a lot of Seattle listeners who are really stoked.
Yeah.
Who love baseball just as much as wrestling. So
the dumbest fans as we've established many episodes ago, wrestling fans, smartest fans in all sports, baseball fans, pretty dumb, pretty unintelligent comparatively, but nonetheless, big ups to the Mariners. Maybe I'll even see a game. I was invited to a game recently. I had to opt out. I had other plans, but you never know.
Yeah, you should go. I only wish I could be there. I moved back. Just to catch a Mariner game.
You got plenty of time, Ryan. You got plenty of time to make it happen.
Yes, I do. Are you drinking any wine tonight?
Am I? I sent Ryan a gif of a buff, handsome man drinking wine, saying it's wine o'clock. No, I'm drinking some Crux. Hold that. It's a hazy IPA from Crux.
Is that a 16?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds, it's bigger than your average bear. That's for sure. Yeah. But it's a pint, 16 fluid ounces there, Ryan. Yeah. Just for you, because I'll get through 2 beers, but maybe I'll just need this beer through the duration of our recording.
So what's a 22 ounce? What's that called?
I don't. You mean like how a 16 is called a pint?
Yeah, right, exactly. So a lot of times in a bar, it's not 12-16, it's 12-22.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't have an answer to that question.
I feel like 22 should be a pint. Now, I'm not technically saying this, but I just feel like the name fits more as like a pint. Maybe it's like different in Europe or something.
Maybe. I don't know. Do they do 22 ounces in cans? I don't even know. Is that a thing that they do?
I don't think so. I think it's 16 and 12 pretty much.
Well, then maybe we just leave it. Oh, you know what? Speaking of beer, I actually heard, I read something recently. This is not Eric's Wisdom Tree. You got to tune in next week for Eric's Wisdom Tree. But beer head. I've always been of kind of the mindset that you don't want like any head whatsoever in your beer. So if I'm like pouring something out of a can into a pint glass, I'll intentionally pour it so like to minimize the amount of head in that beer. I'm assuming you're the same way.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think there should be a little bit of head on the top, like a little bit, but you want to minimize it. Yeah.
Do you know why?
It's a texture thing. I don't know. It's
because I had no idea why, but apparently the whole reason you want head is because those are all like the bubbles and the carbonation and whatnot that would otherwise be going into your body, into your tummy. And so by pouring it with a little bit of head, that then minimizes the amount of carbonation, a little bit less belchy, less gassy after drinking the beer, supposedly.
But if you pour it, I feel like it, I don't know, maybe...
Because the head is kind of foamy and doing its thing. right? And then if you drink it without all that stuff, it's going into your stomach. It's going to create belches. But then if you just pour it and there's some head at the top, now you don't want too much head. Too much head, now you're just wasting the beer. But yeah, with some amount of head, that's getting rid of the...
But why are you, like, does that beer literally evaporate? Like, why are you wasting beer? You just have to wait for it to, like
I mean, you can still, like, drink. Like, eventually the head kind of dissipates a little bit, right?
Right. But you're saying you're wasting beer, like... And that's kind of what my impression has been, too, for, like, a while. It's like you're wasting beer. But I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like, I don't know, like, does that beer just pop and float away? Like, why are you wasting beer? Like,
we are men of science. I mean, I don't know, maybe wasting beer is the wrong term. I guess I've never, like, intentionally poured a majority head-based beer to see what happens.
We should try that. Like, we should see, like...
I guess we could.
I mean, just... You know, it doesn't have to be fancy beer. Like, we just regular beer, just dump it in, like, you know, right over and not, you know, drizzle it on the side a little bit. Like, but see what happens, dude. Do you get less beer?
I mean, yeah, I guess we can do a side-by-side comparison. You got your control where you attempt to pour, like, with no head, and then you have the one where you basically just have the pint glass or whatever it is just flat on the ground, and then you're just kind of pouring it straight from above. I don't know. I guess there's a way we can test it. Maybe next time we're in person.
Yeah, like, and I saw a video recently of, like, someone at a bar, and they poured the beer and gave it to him, like, mostly head, you know, and he gave it back. He's like, and so my impression, and I guarantee this guy's impression based on looking at it was like, what, you just wasted a bunch of beer. Like, not that I'm going to be less gassy, because he's probably going to be gassy anyway by the end of the night. Like, you know,
sure.
I bet his thought was that's half a beer, like, you know, instead of, so I'm curious, but yeah, I haven't really thought about, like,
men of science. We'll have to test that shit out one of these days.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later. All right, Ryan, I thought it would be important, you know, we're still kind of in that honeymoon phase, fresh off of the Vegas trip, where we saw one another in person. We're still basking in that glow. We did have a comment on our social media recently, Ryan, that impartial person viewed the video. They claim that you may have been sagging your arm a little bit during that Stein holding contest, but I'll leave that to the Markomaniacs. You can find.
Did you watch this and, like?
I said impartial, not me. Someone else, someone who's not me.
I don't know if I believe you, but, like, it's all right. Like,
I mean, you can verify for yourself, Ryan.
Without the metadata behind it, like, I don't know, like, you know.
Metadata. Yeah, no, that's a good point. But outside of the Stein holding controversy, important update for you, Ryan. We've talked a little bit about my sleeping situation, the series of contraptions that I have going on in my home when I sleep. I thought it was important to give you an update as it stands right now, currently in the dog days of summer here, Ryan. I have 4 devices going on in my room while I'm sleeping. Would you like to take a stab at what these devices would be?
An AC.
Yes, AC unit.
You have your
necessity, and that's in the window.
Your noisemaker.
Yes, noisemaker as well. Yep.
A fan.
Bingo. Yep, that's 3 out of the 4 so far. And then the fan, really quick here, Ryan. So we got the noise, or not the. Well, I guess we can tell where the noise machine is, but we got the AC window in the unit, right? Mm-hmm. Then we got the noise machine just kind of next to that, next to the TV, just on the other side of the room. The fan is on the opposite side of the room from the AC unit, so we got like kind of a simulated cross breeze going on where they're
I get that.
Yeah, they're crossing up with each other. So that just leaves the 4th device here, Ryan.
Do you snore?
Don't. I mean,
on, like...
it's not a fucking CPAP. You're the one who needs the CPAP, not me.
Okay. Yeah, do you have a TV in your room? I don't know. Like,
well, TV's a given. Air purifier on the highest fan setting.
Okay, my buddy had one too. That when we say like Stevens, and he loves. I don't have one. Mm-hmm. You recommend?
I mean, I like it. Do you wake up congested?
No. No, usually maybe a little too hungover, but congested. Like,
that is probably not necessary for you. For me, I'm very allergic to like dust and dust mites and everything. And I found I was just because I figured like, whatever, as long as it's on, it'll do its thing. And I had it on the lowest fan setting. Now I've got it on like the level 3 setting where it also now sounds like a fan. So we literally have basically 4 fan things going on at any one time.
Could you think you could cross one of these out by now having could you reduce the amount of supplies you have during your sleep by taking out the noise machine and just having an actual noise machine.
Right now, the only thing that could possibly be taken out would be the noise machine, but I don't know, because that thing's so loud, as you can attest to.
So fucking loud. It's insane. Like, it's shocking.
I don't know that the other three would do the equivalent job of what that does. That thing is really working overtime to give us a peaceful night's sleep, so it's hard to say.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been I don't know why. I'm just trying to match you. Like, you know, like I have a fan on and then I have AC, but that's not probably like your AC. And Greta bought me these, like, it's like this, cover your eyes. Some people cover their eyes at night.
Okay,
but
sure.
It's like all the way around my head. It's got headphones in it that you can like roll over on. It's really nice. So
interesting.
Some like rain. That really puts me to sleep. I thought that I don't get the noise machine. I understand it, but like your noise machine and the setting you set it to is so fucked up that like I don't know how anyone could fucking sleep through that. Like,
well, you did yourself, so
yeah. But it started like okay. I guess maybe in fairness it did work because it started blending in. I was like, oh, this is just a loud like air conditioning machine like you would see in Las Vegas hotel. Like, you know, like it just pumps out. It's very loud, and then eventually I couldn't tell the difference. I was like, what is on and what is not on? Like,
so you just talked yourself into the.
Yeah, I would never use it. Jesus, I don't even like sleeping, but it did sound real. Like it wasn't like it. At first, I was like, what the fuck is that? And then like maybe 10 minutes in, I got accustomed to it just because I couldn't tell the difference anymore. And I guess I did fall asleep pretty quickly. Like I actually slept pretty restfully that night. Like,
yeah, you were actually asking me how much those things cost after the fact. You were looking into potentially buying one.
Yeah, but not for that sound. I was just looking like maybe that it was so true to like what it was supposed to be that I felt like maybe the rain out of that would be like great. Like, you know, like
yeah, you never know.
So yeah, I mean, it's authentic. It's authentic product. I like it. Except for the sound you play. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about it.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
When you turn it up to like 38, like, I mean, you must have had a thing
38
like, blasting. Like,
there's not number. You just kind of eyeball it. There's no numbers involved in this thing. But I appreciate the thought. Okay, Ryan, let's pivot. That was the past. We were talking about the past. Nice little opening to the show. Pleasantries, getting the people kind of warmed up. Consider that foreplay here from Rumpus Time. Let's get into the coitus now. Ryan, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or dead or alive, who would it be?
I fucking hate these questions. I have like because
these are my favorite questions to ask you.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. Like, I honestly, like, it doesn't matter who you put in front of me. I'd probably not have that good of a conversation with them.
Well, this isn't, we're not judging the conversation. Who would you like to be in front of to maybe, like, just ask them questions or anything? You know, it could be a celebrity. It could be a historical figure at any point in time. It could be maybe even just, like, a relative that you haven't seen in a long time or maybe that's passed away. You know, it could be any of those things.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, it could be interesting to talk to one of your, like, you know, your grandparents that passed away. And, like, just because, like, now as you get a little bit older, you kind of, like, as a kid, you're like, they do things so fucking weird.
What is it with you judging people's behaviors as weird all the time? That seems to be your main thing.
It's such an odd life. Like, the way they lived back in the day is so fucking weird. And like, not even like my grandpa who's like alive now, like he seems like pretty fucking cool, pretty chill, but like my mom's grandpa, like also a really great guy to me, like everything. I just like this, like the sternness and the structure, but like I guess it'd be interesting to get like a perspective on like why, because I don't think we're growing up the same way. We grow up very different.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got the TikTok,
but then you get a little bit older and you're kind of like, oh, like a little bit, but I don't understand the like, and I don't like, this is not to a specific person. I guess this could be like pretty broad. I don't really I don't care to like talk to that many people. I don't like talking to people that much.
Right.
Just people that I generally like, I'll talk to, like, you know, or chill, but like,
or people that force you to get on calls every 2 weeks.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. But like, I do think it would be like, what's your mindset? Like living in growing up in the 20s, 30s, whatever, like what, like as a kid, like, and how you, like, it would be kind of like, I guess, if you could have that conversation, it'd be interesting. And maybe like with someone you knew, like your grandparents, or like I don't know, but I don't have it like good. I was asked this question like almost like not too long ago. Just like they're like when we were in Sacramento, it just like came up like who are the top 5 people you talk to, and I'm like I don't fucking know. Like I don't like have a list of like honestly I just don't find it that
Ken Griffey Jr.
I like. Do I like that? Do I respect him as a baseball player? Fuck yeah. Do I like watching his highlights? Absolutely. Like, but would I want to sit down with him for dinner? No. Like, I would have nothing to say to him. Like, what am I going to fucking ask Ken Griffey Jr.? Like,
so what's your favorite food, Ken Griffey Jr.?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would be totally pointless for him and me. Like, you know, like,
now we're wasting both of our times.
Exactly. So I don't have like a list or like there's totally intriguing, interesting fucking people in this world who have a lot to say. I personally am not a great like speaker to that.
Wow.
Like, I don't have an interest in like ever bringing anyone to my fucking dinner table and have them be bored for fucking, you know, however long dinner is.
I mean, you can, in this hypothetical scenario, you can go to any restaurant. You can go to Olive Garden, you go to Black Angus, anywhere you want, Ryan.
Yeah.
It's on company
I think
dime.
It would be people from the past, like, you know, who lived in like a totally different fucking time, and how did they come and like what did they think meant, like, you know, what was their like idea for their future or whatever, like, but like it would be like probably related to even like talking to my dad about like what, you know, I guess I could do that anyway, but like I'm just saying like that interests me more than like talking to a particular person. I don't have a good answer for this question.
Part of me would like the conversation to turn into like a scenario where like you're asking them what they think about the future, and then when they give you an answer, you're just like, wrong, fuck you. Like it's just that for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, probably that's not totally like I do that, and I don't think I do it intentionally, but I do fucking do that a lot, and Greta gets really annoyed at me for that. Like, so yeah, like I don't know. Like, yeah, that would be my only interest. But
I believe that you can someday have a radio in your pocket. Yeah, no, actually, it's not just a radio. It's actually got a screen where you can see stuff on it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that would be the interesting point. Like, what the fuck did they do? Like, how do they spend? I'm bored fucking 99% of my day. Like, how do they spend their time? You know, like, or maybe they were building shit. Maybe they actually liked working hard. I don't particularly like working hard. Like, you know, like, but they seem to love it. Like, this hard work fucking thing. Like, I don't understand where it came from. And I'd be curious to know what their motivation was. I have an idea, but like, I'm just, you know, it'd be interesting to talk to, like, you know, someone like that I maybe knew who like had a reason, like grandparent who had a reason to like me, you know, like, so they're like, okay, like, cool. Like, you know, I know this guy, like, I'll talk to him for a little bit.
So you need, ideally what you want to try and find is someone who's like equally as lazy as you but in past days and historical times.
Yeah, I guess I would, like, you don't see that many. Like
they never write stories about all these lazy people from history. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't come from like, that's the thing. I don't come from like this lazy. I don't know where this lazy gene came from. Like, because like my grandparents very hard workers, my parents very hard workers. I don't know where it came from, but I'm very lazy, and you know, so I'm curious what's that mindset like. But it would be like family or something from the past. I don't know. I don't have a good answer. But do you have someone? I mean,
there are family members that I'd like to get a chance to like talk to at this point who've like passed away. As far as like celebrity, like historical figures would be tough because like I don't necessarily consider myself like super knowledgeable about a lot of historical figures, and like ones that would be somewhat interesting to meet. I mean, I guess it depends on if we're assuming there's like a language barrier. Like, is there can we speak a common tongue? Like, do we just going to understand?
If you get this, yeah, there's no language barrier. You talk to anybody, like
maybe Genghis Khan. It'd be cool to talk to Genghis Khan.
I get a little bit Genghis Khan. I want you to get it on with is a song. I
know the song.
I was when I was very, very high on ecstasy when I heard it the first time, and I forever felt I love the song now. There's a story behind it. It's, you know, like, you know, and I fell in love with the song.
Well, now your mom definitely can't listen to this podcast, Ryan. You're talking about all your ecstasy use.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. but it made me fall in love with the song and like even like the meaning. It was a great track, but like Genghis Khan like.
I have a fun fact about Genghis Khan. You're not going to like this, for the record, because I know what a humanitarian you are. But you have to think back in the time that this occurred, Ryan. You can't just pass 2022. You can't cancel people, from the
you can't
from the early aughts or whatever the fuck time frame this would have been. But Genghis Khan, when besieging a city, Ryan, what occasionally they would do is they would round up animals like cats and whatnot. From the city, or maybe not even from the city, from just like outside the city, just round up cats and whatnot. They would set these animals on fire, and then they would launch these animals into the city. So then the animals would run around setting everything on fire as they were, on fire themselves.
That's great. That makes me really sad.
I'm not trying to bum you out. I'm just talking about military warfare. These were the things that he came up with. Also, but at the same time, one of the very first rulers who was, cool religiously. Like he didn't really care what you prayed to or anything. Whereas a lot of other leaders around that era were just like, oh, you need to be such and such. Genghis Khan, he was fine with all forms of religious freedom in his empire.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, so I could ask him about that and how that tied in with the flaming cats.
I don't like flaming cats.
I'm not saying your cats are lit on fire, Ryan. I'm just saying some cats. Random,
just sweet cats.
High step cats.
All they want is to sit there and fucking sleep. Just
well, they gotta
sit in the box. That's all they want,
They got a rude fucking awakening that day. Let me tell you.
Fire, throwing them for your fucking warfare, like gross, man.
They also made their own jerky. The Mongols did.
I do love jerky. Sorry, not to sidetrack this here, but the best jerky I've had in recent history, like maybe my whole life, it's been this vegan jerky that is out of Whole Foods. If you have a chance to go to Whole Foods and grab it, I would snag a pack. It's really good. Okay. Really good. Like I think jerky's fine. And I don't know if you remember, there was a guy at Wave. He used to bring in jerky from California. He's like a network engineer guy.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. He would like give out samples and he's like, you can buy this. It was actually pretty good. But like, I think jerky in general is pretty bland. And this like vegan jerky, like off the charts. Just throwing it out there.
All right. Do you know how the Mongols made their jerky, Ryan?
They fucking cook cats.
You wish, you masochist. No, what they would do is they would take the meat, right? So they'd take like raw meat, and the Mongols, they rode horses everywhere. That was their main form of transportation was their little horsies. And so they would take the meat and they'd put it between the horse and the saddle they'd be riding on. And by the time they finished the ride, the meat would be jerky.
How did that dry it out? Like, I don't understand.
Because they've got their weight on the saddle, right? And they're just kind of like, it's a lot of motion, and you're just kind of like drying the meat out between the saddle.
I don't think that's how you dry jerky, though. Like, I don't.
Well, that's not how you do it in 2022, but in Mongol days in Mongolia, that's how they did it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Do you respect that?
Not really. Like,
you're just still pissed about the cat thing.
I am.
You're not going to be able to get over this cat thing. You need to get over yourself.
Think about fucking burning cats and throwing them into buildings during that song.
I mean, whatever fucking, helps you retain all this information. That's the most important thing. But yeah, Genghis Khan, big fan of jerky, as were his men. Did some questionable war tactics, but hey, anything's fair in love and war. That's what they say, including flaming cats, apparently.
Maybe I would like to talk to him now, give him peace of my mind.
That would be a good idea. But Genghis Khan would be good. Charles Barkley, I think, as far as kind of like living folks, Charles Barkley would be fun. Maybe Mick Foley, friend of the show, former cameo guest star here on the program. But yeah, there's probably a handful of people that I would. Bill Murray would also be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, not bad picks.
Who's your favorite actor? Do you have a favorite actor?
I don't know. Like
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, I did really like him in Wolf of Wall Street.
I know you did. I'm just trying to think of people that were in your favorite.
I'm not like movies are just have never been like I do think there's super talented, interesting actors, for sure. Like, but I'm not that big into movies where it would be like a thing I would pick over. Like, if I had to pick, it'd be like an athlete probably over an actor. I don't know. I think Jim Carrey's pretty fucking interesting. Like,
current day Jim Carrey.
I mean, I don't know if you've he's pretty interesting. Like, my dad grew up really liking Jim Carrey, and then like all the weird roles he plays, and then like to hear about him like offset, like, and then like what he is now, like it's kind of an interesting like roller coaster for that guy to be.
Did you ever see the movie where he played Andy Kaufman, Man on the Moon?
No, I haven't.
That one was so good.
Should I watch it?
I mean, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, we've seen Andy Kaufman wrestle on the program here, so It's been a while, but yeah, that is not like a huge part of the movie, but it definitely plays like a factor is kind of his starting and getting involved in like the pro wrestling business, that type of thing. It's kind of related to that. So I guess Jim Carrey is the answer we're going with there. Celebrity crush. I know you're probably a little too old, long in the tooth for a celebrity crush these days.
Oh no, I have a celebrity crush.
Wait, you do?
Oh yeah, like forever and always.
Who?
It's not like it's Jennifer Aniston, like,
Oh wow, you're sticking to your guns there.
Hands down, like no question, like that is easily there's not much that compares to that.
I mean, she's great looking but like at this point, and I feel like a dick kind of saying it, but like it's getting to the point now where you kind of have to, where you're almost having to quantify like she looks good ... for her age.
Yeah, I'm into that though. Like I like, I'm like that's yeah. Like there's something about it like that's always intrigued me, and of course I'm getting like I always wanted as like a 19-year-old to hook up with like even like a 50-year-old woman, like that was my like goal. Never happened, but I had dreams about it. I there's something about like older women. I don't care like how old Jennifer Aniston gets. I mean, we'll see. Maybe there's a knockoff point, but like she's always been like my celebrity crush, and specifically because she's like older than me, like and she's very attractive in general, like
yeah.
But yeah, no, Jennifer Aniston for sure.
So she was your first celebrity crush, and continues to be your celebrity crush. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I'm not that. Yeah, like that would be correct. I'm not that into like celebrities. Like I think anyone can be hot. You can do anyone, but like if you like for someone you see all the time, it hasn't really changed. That I can think of recently, at least. Yeah, but Jennifer Aniston for sure.
Trying to think of who, like, what would have been the equivalent for you? Because you're a couple years younger than me. I know, like, for me, there was, like, the secret world of Alex Mack. Like, I had a kind of a crush on her growing up. And then, like, very quickly that pivoted over to, like, Jenny McCarthy on Singled Out. And, like, that was a whole
Singled
thing.
Out? Was that a show on MTV?
Yeah, it was like a dating show, yeah.
So... Boy Meets World fan, also Topanga fan.
Oh, Topanga, that was a good one. Yeah, Winnie Cooper from Wonder Years.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wrong name there for Topanga, but that's okay.
Well, Winnie Cooper's a different character. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I thought you. Okay, regardless.
Yes.
But Singled Out was on the show. I thought it was always. I thought it was like a fake show they made up for the show, but I guess it was real.
No, it's all real shit.
You would be right in that. Yeah. Okay.
Vader, Jake the Snake Roberts, Singled Out. These are all real life things.
Wow. I mean, this show just gets better and better. Like,
I came across, and I don't know why I didn't think to message you when I saw this. I came across randomly a clip from Boy Meets World, which had Fred Savage, Ben Savage's real life older brother, as like a professor, and like he was doing some stuff he shouldn't have been doing with his students, that type of thing. I don't know why that came across my feed, but it did. You remember this immediately now that I'm saying this out loud.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have strong feelings about this episode?
Oh, he's really. I mean, he crossed the line. He was in a dorm room when he was a professor. What was he doing? Like,
even Mr. Feeney was aghast at his behavior.
Mr. Feeney is such a fucking I don't know. He's a G. Like that guy. The older characters in that show fucking killed it. Like Alan Matthews, John Turner, Mr. Feeney, like the older, like, you know, like they were the best like characters that could have been in this kind of show. Like,
are you naming the names of the characters or the names of the actors?
The names of the characters.
Okay,
yeah,
I wasn't sure because like I thought you were like fucking super into their IMDb profiles. Or something.
No. I know some Daniel Fisher, like, you know, like.
This is Topanga, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that sounds right.
Yeah. But yeah, that they had legendary, like, I don't know if they were like role models or whatever, but like they were great. Yeah. So even that episode, Mr. Feeney killed it. You know?
Yeah,
except for Corey's older brother, Ben Savage. Like,
oh right, Fred Savage. Yeah.
Fred Savage, piece of shit. You know, shouldn't have been in the dorm room. Like, bad
yeah, we can all agree on that. We can all agree on that.
Put her under a lot of pressure to, like, you know.
Not related to this subject at all whatsoever. But one thing that occurred to me is, so back in my day, like this is pre-Netflix being like the big streaming juggernaut that it is today. You know, obviously a lot of the other streaming options just didn't exist at this point in time. But back in my prime, in my peak, when I was a young virile man, when I was looking to get down to business and I knew it was business time, I used to put on Planet Earth on Blu-ray. You're giving me a look right now. I'll pause.
Like to mask the what are you talking about? Like,
I'm talking about like, so when it was time to get down to business and like you know, especially in certain situations, you don't necessarily want to play your cards like, you know, I'm setting things up to have sex right now. Like, you don't want to necessarily be like, you want to play coy to a certain degree. And so, like, the show that I used to do that with a lot of times was Planet Earth on Blu-ray.
So, like, instead of Netflix and chill, you'd Planet Earth and chill. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Planet Earth and chill. And I feel bad for the kids that there's not an equivalent of Planet Earth and chill now. Like, you can put on, like, anything and eventually you'll start getting frisky. But, like, for me, in my mind, that was kind of, like, setting me up. It was, like, my version of Sirius when the Chicago Bulls would come out. Like Planet, like, the opening of Planet Earth when David Attenborough starts fucking hitting it. It's like, okay, this is going. Because you can take breaks from, like, watching and then it's just more fucking nature, and like that's fine. Whereas now, like if you're Netflixing and chilling, you know, you're going to be not paying attention for a while. Either you have to pause and then hope that it's not paused on like a funny still frame of whatever show you're watching, or you just have to like let it play and then you've missed all that time and you have to go back and figure out where the fuck you left off at.
Interesting. That's I mean, I respect that. Like,
did you ever have anything like this? Like did you have your own Planet Earth and chill way back when?
I feel like when I started getting down to business,
some would say that,
you know, like it was mostly like I don't like, I didn't have like a room. I was doing this kind of all over the place, you know, initially pre Greta.
Yeah.
and then, yeah, like, so it just kind of happened anywhere, which is great, but never any like, and I'm not saying all the time. I'm just saying it happened wherever. Like, not that it didn't happen.
Public parks.
Either, Eric. I'm just saying, like, okay, but yeah, like,
library steps.
There's never like Netflix. I didn't Netflix and chill. I think that came along a little bit like closer to like early to mid 20s or something like that. Like, and then I guess like me and Greta, like I don't know if we. I didn't really. I feel like I missed the Netflix and chill, honestly. Like, but no. So I don't know. Like,
I can see the gears turning here.
TV was on, like, you know, we maybe watching a movie, it just happened, but like, I totally understand and respect the game of Netflix and chill or fucking Planet Earth and chill. I respect both of those. Like, it's just you know, but I guess I didn't really just like, you know, get in there and do it. Like, you know, like. Where's the garage, or it's a fucking friend's room, or like, you know, wherever it is. Like,
Ask the Talent's coming up in a bit. Okay, we don't need you to impart all this wisdom about getting in there and doing it just yet here, Ryan. But I appreciate that.
This might be bad to have on the. Don't leave with this on Instagram. Like,
I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. So nothing. So no equivalent for you then.
Not like specifically to what Netflix and chill is. No, like
okay.
I really like your Planet Earth intro.
What about music? Are you a music guy?
No, I mean I like music, but not for like sex. I think I tried it one time, and like it just didn't like. Maybe there was like a rhythm I felt like I needed to be in through. I don't know. Like I think I did try it like one time, and it didn't really work. And I never really thought the appeal of music while like in the act like never really was anything beneficial or like
sure.
Yeah, but I like music. I don't want people to think I hate music.
We wouldn't want that.
But like with like in the act, not really. Like
sure.
Are you?
Nah, not really. Not so much. Although, friend of the show, Devin.
Oh, okay. Devin, no.
He sent me the other day. This just was random, and he and I exchanged messages about this after the fact. But he sent me a link. This was on, I want to say, a Friday or Saturday night at just after 11 o'clock. Let's see if I can zoom in on here and you can see it. I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, shit.
So this is the Sexy Masturbation Playlist, which quite a few people, apparently it was like the second thing when you just type in sexy on Spotify is the
I thought
sexy.
That was a picture of them. I was like, oh shit, he just sent you that? Like...
No.
Okay, all right.
Yes, no, this is the thumbnail that goes with the Spotify Sexy Masturbation Playlist. So Ryan, next time you're, courting yourself, maybe put that on. See if the rhythm gets you in the good mood. No Nick D on here though.
That's too bad.
Are you still enjoying Nick D?
So, I mean, I like Nick D for what he is. I like that song got me through like, just some drives over that song really pumped me up for a little while. Like, I said it was going to be my alarm clock. It really did. And then like you listen to it too much and it just kind of like, it loses its oomph, and it's lost its umph. Still like little Nick D. But that song in particular, I'm trying to like not listen to it so I can get back into it because I really like that song for a while. Like,
yeah, sure.
But it's not hitting the same way that it did.
It did make its way to
song, but
great song. No one could dispute that.
Great song, yeah.
It did make its way to the camping soundtrack this year.
Oh, how did it go?
Oh, really well. Everybody loved it. Everyone thought very highly of your musical taste after hearing it. I think the general consensus was this fucking song sucks. I don't think one person was like, this song's pretty good.
It's the song that you got to be in a certain like place to really, really like let that song hit. Like
it was the anthem of the spring, everybody.
Rite of Spring.
Maybe winter. I don't know. However long ago that was.
Are you coming out to the we are young?
Oh, the fucking pop punk festival in Vegas?
Yeah.
Highly unlikely in my estimation.
But maybe, like.
I mean, are you even going to be living? You don't even know if you're going to be living down there.
I would pay to come back to that. I'd pay for flight and tickets.
Am I really that anxious to get COVID a second time? I'm not sure. Not so sure.
Fuck. I would still go. Like, it'd be. But I think tickets. You're on like a wait list now. Like.
Oh, really?
Presumably, I guess there was like this idea that it was fake. It was like too good to be true, and then that supposedly it's real.
Do you have tickets?
No.
Oh. Okay.
They're like minimum $250 to get tickets.
You're acting as if it's a foregone conclusion that you're going.
Well, I'll go. Maybe someone wants to hook me up with tickets as a surprise half birthday gift. Like that'd be great. Like maybe start a GoFundMe for that. Like instead of my fucking broken legs, I'd gotten zero except for my contribution, which I just recently got refunded for. Like,
oh. Did you really? That must have. I'm glad you at least got your money back from your own GoFundMe.
How could Colton start this thing and not even throw $5 in it? Like, what a fucking asshole! Like,
he was going to match, assuming that we got up to a certain mark. So unfortunately, people just don't give enough of a fuck about you to make that happen. I guess.
It's all right.
They thought you were milking it. They assumed that you were, sandbagging.
I mean, I don't do my actions portray that. Like, I was in a wheelchair for 6 weeks,
I would never claim such a thing. But that's just what people are saying here, Ryan. That's just what other people say. Well, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll give you a little segment that we like to call Ask the Talent. Thanks, everybody. And we are back. Well, this one will be at least equal, if not better than last episode's question of Rumpus Time. We're back here, Ryan. We're back to ask the talent.
Ryan Murphy is not a licensed psychologist, medical doctor, or healthcare professional, and his advice does not replace the care of psychologists, doctors, or other healthcare professionals. Ask the talent.
And Ryan, on this episode, this Rumpus Times question for you, sir. If you, and this may be, I don't know, hopefully this doesn't cut you too much to the quick, but some could consider you an expert of some kind about this subject. Ryan, if you had to break a bone, what bone would you break?
It's a good question. That's a better question than...
Good. I'm glad that I hit your level of question, which I know this isn't a relationship thing. I try and make them about people that are in desperate need of advice, but this isn't that. But either way, if you had to break a bone, what would you break?
I mean, I think you could go with an easy answer, you break your pinky or whatever, something like that, easy. But I think the question is and this is, we kind of in Vegas, as I had gone back from the hospital and back to the hotel, we had a discussion, and it was would breaking your feet be would you rather break both your feet at the same time or break both your hands at the same time? And there, I wouldn't say there was much of a debate. I think the idea was okay. When I came out of the hospital, Eric, I saw this guy fucking come in holding his arm, bleeding. I don't know what the fuck he did to his arm. Just one arm. But he this thing looked fucked up. And I'm man, what a lucky fucking guy, man. He doesn't have to deal with fucking both his feet being broken and being in a wheelchair. And then, I was shit, it would be worse, break both my fucking hands.
Right.
Or, break both my feet. And I think it would be worse to break both your hands.
I agree with that.
But breaking both your feet is also fucking awful.
No,
it's not
you're so defensive about your injury. Nobody's saying it's a great fucking time to have two broken feet.
You very quickly were and I get it, man. But for you, I mean, you live on the third story, Eric. You could get up to the third story with both broken hands, but how are you going to do that? You work downstairs, how are you going to, what are you going to, I mean, I guess you could bring it upstairs maybe, but I'm just, you said so quickly, broken feet, but you don't know, Eric. I broke my feet.
I know for a fact that I would, if I had the option, if somebody was said you would need to break both your hands or both your feet, it would be feet.
Yeah, but
and I wouldn't give that a second thought at all.
But have you done it?
No, I've never done it because I'm not a fucking idiot.
What about your good hand?
What about it?
And then you have your left hand that's not broken. Then what would you choose?
Wait, what are you at? What's the... Okay, what is your...
Are you right-handed? Are you right-handed?
Yes.
Okay, what if you had the option to break both your feet, or you could break your right hand and have your left hand accessible?
Okay. So both my feet would be functional, my left hand would be functional. So I could give... What?
Both your feet would be not functional,
No. Well, okay. What?
You can either... your options are to break both your feet or break your right hand.
Right.
Not your feet.
That's exactly. So I'm saying in that situation where only my right hand's broken, my feet would still be functional, my left hand would be functional.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See, that's a tough one. I'm not sure. I'm thinking probably my right hand, but I'm not it's a tough decision. That's a good one though. Well, as someone who has experienced this due to a catastrophic 5-foot drop, what would your answer be?
I would definitely pick my right hand.
Why is that?
And I don't want to be biased. I just think I'm talking fully immobile right hand. You can't type with it. You have your fingers are broken too. They'll recover, but they're broken.
So they're completely ensconced within a cast. You didn't even have your fingers.
Yeah, they're not usable.
Okay.
I've broken my wrist, and you can use your fingertips. I'm not talking about that. You're your whole wrist and your hand is yes. I guess it's fully encompassed in the cast.
Okay.
Can't use it. I mean, I'd still pick that. but But it's a hard, yeah, like
it would because you couldn't get around. Physical therapy would be a lot harder with both your feet and like walking around and shit than it would just for your hand, which that's just your hand.
It's pretty tough. I'd live through it.
Do you just want me to make you feel better and just I'd probably just pick my right hand in that case if I had to choose between the two.
What if your left fingers, you broke both your hands, but your left
What are you doing? What are you fucking doing here? What is your fucking end game of all this? What is your question?
I just, my thing was I watched that motherfucker like go into the hospital and I was like, damn, what a lucky fucking guy to only have a severe like bloody fucking, and he walked out in full cast. Like I saw him walk out too, like as I was sitting there like waiting to get picked up. And I was like, this is the luckiest, my feet hurt so bad. And I was like, I can't walk for 6 weeks. How the fuck am I getting up the stairs? I was so pissed and like jealous of this guy. But then I was like thinking about it now. I'm like, dude, that guy's probably kind of fucked. If you work at like a job where you need your hands, like, and if you broke both of them, like, then you can't fucking do anything, like, like,
right.
Okay, so that's what my thought. But like,
what was this other situation you were bringing up about like left fingers or something?
I'm just okay. So you break basically your left wrist, and you have use of like the ends of your fingers to like kind of type, or do like, or like maybe if you need to like scrunch up some toilet paper, like whatever, like you have a little bit of use of your left fingers, but your right hand's broken, or both your feet. Feet. To answer your question, I think there's a bunch of different bones you can break. That would be pretty fucking easy. Like if you're talking major bones, it's different. But like you could break like a lot of small bones, and it would be ideal. Breaking your wrist, honestly, like I was young, but like breaking my wrist wasn't that bad. Even breaking like one leg is not that bad because you can be on crutches. Like there's a lot of bones you can break, and you'll still be like relatively functional. Like you without. I mean, you maybe can't do like recreational activities and stuff like that, but like you can do anything with like it. I would just say don't break both sets of something. Like that would be the
right.
main like advice I would give. Just break one of something. Yeah.
And this has no bearing on the match that we're going to be watching next week or anything like that. But as we're talking about the breaking of bones and all this good stuff, there was one accident, one bone break that I remember from my childhood that stuck with me through all the years. There was a wrestler by the name of Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And he ended up he kind of briefly retired. Eventually, he sort of came back after an extensive amount of surgery. But he actually had I want to say it was like a water skiing accident or it was a parasailing accident. I think it was a parasailing accident. So he was out in the water with some other people. He was just kind of like bobbing in the water in like, a lake or, whatever, the beach, etc. And this woman who was parasailing was like really low to the ground, low to the water, and she was going at like a full clip of speed, and both of her knees went right into the guy's face and like shattered his face. He had to get like all these plates put into his face to try and like repair everything. He couldn't wrestle for like, I want to say it was like 2 to 3 years, something like that. It was just gnarly.
And I won't even jump ever again in my life. To go back to wrestling after something like that. Like,
wait. You won't jump ever again?
I am like highly fucking terrified of doing anything on my feet again. Like after this is like caused like trauma in my like bones. Like,
bone trauma.
It is, yeah. So like, I mean, to get like respect people who get back to it, and like I know athletes do it, but like fuck, I will never jump off of anything again in my life. I may jump. I'm going to play some basketball or whatever, but I will never jump off of anything again, ever. Like, I will not jump off the tailgate. Like, I will never fucking, like, do that again. I don't care how much bone has fucking filled in. I've broken my femur. I've broken both my wrists. The femur is a major injury. Like, the wrists are kind of like, you do that as a kid, but the femur is a major injury. Like, oh, you know what I was going to, okay. My point on that was like, this is the worst out of all of them by far, like hands down, like break one thing. But like the biggest thing that got me through this, I've been watching like videos, like you kind of seen it before, but like this could have been like fucking like like people fucking go to Vegas and get drunk and fucked up like I did, and they dive into a fucking pool and they break their fucking necks, and like that shit scares the shit out of me because like, and the whole time from the second I broke my legs, I was like, fuck, I'm just glad I didn't fucking like snap my neck. I was like, I will at least recover from this, but like, had I like fucking fell on my head or like, you know, like ran into a pole and like snapped, like whatever. Like I was very happy to like be like, even though this is extremely painful and like, you know, obviously like, you know, gonna cause an issue with everything.
Yeah, very inconvenient injury, sure.
This is like, you know, you break your neck, you're fucking done. Like you break your feet, they recover, which is great. You know, your body does great things. But just that got me through every day. I was like, you know, hey, like in 6 weeks I'll be able to like walk in. These people who break their necks, man, and they're like still like, I don't know, like able to fucking be happy, like more props to them, man. Like I respect that. But like that's fucking crazy. That's a real life changing, like
for sure. And also the silliest looking. Because like a cast, there's something respectable about a cast. A crutch, something respectable about a crutch. Even a wheelchair is like, oh shit, you've really been through some fucking like bullshit. But like a neck brace is just
it's like holding
you look like a dog with a cone around it so it won't chew its own genitals. It's the most demeaning of all the.
It is, and it sucks because it's not only demeaning but like, yep, that's a big life changer, you know. So I was just stoked about that. I kept that in my head the whole time. I was like, at least I'll recover.
There you go. Someday.
Until maybe I go to Vegas next year and I fucking snap my neck. You know? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I'm very accident prone. I could be, you know, but for right now, hey, it didn't happen. Great. We'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully not, but we'll see. You know?
One of these days we'll practice some pile drivers and we'll put that neck of yours to the test.
Oh, that's why. And that's fucking killing me watching these fucking pile drivers. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Right.
Which, speaking of pile drivers, tune in next episode. We'll be back just before not Memorial Day, right before Labor Day weekend, everybody. So stay tuned for that. Hard mark your calendar for September 1st. Join us. The fellows of the Hard Mark Podcast. We'll be back for some wrestling. But in the meantime, if you have not already, follow us on Instagram, on the Twitter, at Hard Mark Podcast. Like us on Facebook. Follow Ryan on his TikTok at RJ Murphy 1922. He's got some big giveaways. He's going to be giving away, his rollerblades to the lucky
boots.
His boots, his stinky boots, to the next person that follows him. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned for really cool content from Ryan there on his TikTok. But if you are not hard, get hard, everybody. Once you get hard, stay hard. Rumpus time is over. Thank you very much.
I get a little bit Genghis Khan.